Hi, Krishna. Deepak Ajwani from the Economic Times, India. We've continuously hearing from you that Asia needs to integrate, work within each other, and work more with each other if there are global tariffs being imposed from the developed and advanced economies. I have a question related to that. As you know, there's deeper regional integration happening. India has also launched reforms to insulate itself from all the other global tariff impact. The Indian Prime Minister himself has very clearly called out, we need to be Atmanirbhar, which is self-reliant. What is your prescription for India? Should it continue on that path, or should it have a two-track approach while we deepen building our own internal consumption demand and catering to it? Should we also be open to do multilateral trade with other countries and not be averse to the export tariff, or figure out other geographies and economies till US wakes up and says, yes, I want to trade with you?
Thanks for the question, Deepak. Again, a very good question. Many questions within one. See, just to backtrack a little bit, India continues to be the fastest growing major economy. We have India growing at 6.6% this year, slowing to 6.2% next year, and that slowdown next year is because of the higher tariffs of 50%. If you look at India's fundamentals, pretty strong, growth is good, inflation's coming down, fiscal deficit well managed. So there are many things which are working in India's favor. Of course, the tariffs are a big shock to the region. But to your question, if India has to grow at the rate at which you're talking about in terms of being Viksit Bharat by 2047, India has to fire on all cylinders. Strengthen domestic demand, strengthen integration in India. So the GST reforms go in that direction, which will provide a fillip to consumption. They'll improve domestic demand. But also, we've talked about the fact that there is an opportunity here for India to integrate itself in global supply chains. And for that, there are many things India needs to do. One thing is trade liberalization. Whether we've talked about this even in the past before the tariffs hit India. If you want to really scale up and compete with China and so on, you need to liberalize your trade. You need to make labor laws that much more flexible so that India can scale up. That's a big problem. It needs to do a lot in terms of improving the business environment. There are lots of regulations which impede the ability of the private sector to unleash its full potential. So those are things which India needs to do. So in my view, it's not one or the other. It needs to fire on all cylinders if you want to get to 8% or more growth and meet the objective of Viksit Bharat.